Imagine this. You're standing on a quiet patch of land in Nevada. Nothing around you, just dirt, rocks, and desert air. But 2,000 feet below your feet, there's a city underground. Miles of tunnels, giant machines, controlled explosions, robotic systems, and hundreds of workers carving through solid rock to pull gold, copper, and precious metals out of the earth. This is underground mining, and the tunnels they build, some of them are so massive you could drive a full-size truck through them at full speed. So today, we're going underground. We're going to show you exactly how these incredible tunnels are built in the USA. And trust us, what happens down there is nothing like what you imagine. The United States is one of the biggest mining nations on the planet. Deep underground, American mines produce gold, silver, copper, platinum, coal, and rare earth minerals. And to get to those minerals, you need tunnels, lots of them. These aren't small holes in the ground. We're talking tunnels that can stretch for miles and miles, going thousands of feet below the surface. Some tunnels are wide enough to fit 2 trucks side by side. Others go so deep, the temperature underground reaches over 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So how do you build something like that? How do you dig through solid rock safely and accurately at that kind of depth? That's exactly what we're going to show you, step by step, machine by machine, layer by layer. Let's go. Before a single drill touches the rock, months of planning happen on the surface. Engineers and geologists study the ground using special scanning technology. They use radar systems, seismic sensors, and ground-penetrating equipment to map what's underground. They need to know what kind of rock they're dealing with. Is it hard granite? Soft shale? Is there water underground? Gas pockets? Every single detail matters, because one wrong move 1,000 feet underground can be catastrophic. Then engineers design the tunnel layout. They decide the shape of the tunnel, the size, the angle, the depth. In 2026, this is done digitally. Engineers use 3D modeling software to create a complete digital map of the mine before it's built. They can simulate the tunnels on a computer screen, down to the last bolt. This is called a digital twin of the mine. It's like building the whole mine virtually before you touch a single rock. Once the planning is done, the real work begins. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are 2 main ways to build a mining tunnel in the USA. Method 1, drill and blast. Method 2, tunnel boring machines, or TBMs. Each method works completely differently, and each has its own strengths and challenges. Let's start with the old school method, drill and blast. This is exactly what it sounds like. Workers drill dozens of holes into the rock face using massive pneumatic or hydraulic drill machines. These drills are powerful. They punch holes deep into solid rock in minutes. Once the holes are drilled, crews carefully load explosives into each hole. This isn't random. The explosives are placed in a very specific pattern. Some holes fire first, others fire a fraction of a second later. This sequenced blasting breaks the rock in a controlled way. It's not just one big boom. It's a series of precise, calculated mini explosions. Each explosion shatters the rock in exactly the right direction. After the blast, the tunnel is filled with thick dust and fumes. Workers cannot enter immediately. Ventilation fans kick in and flush out toxic gases like carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide. Only when the air is clean, workers return. They use machines called load haul dump trucks, or LHDs, to scoop up the broken rock. This broken rock is called muck. The muck is loaded and hauled out of the tunnel on conveyor belts or underground trucks. Then the process repeats. Drill, blast, clear, repeat. Each cycle pushes the tunnel forward by several feet. It's slow compared to the other method, but in certain kinds of hard, complex rock formations, it's still the best tool for the job. Tunnel boring machines, TBMs. Now let's talk about the machine that's changing everything, the tunnel boring machine. This thing is basically a giant mechanical worm. It's a massive cylindrical machine that chews through rock like it's butter. At the front of the TBM is a huge rotating cutter head. It's covered in hundreds of hardened steel disc cutters made from tungsten carbide. These cutters spin against the rock face at enormous pressure. They don't hack the rock, they crush it. They apply thousands of pounds of force per square inch and fracture the rock into small chips. Those chips fall into a collection system inside the machine. A conveyor belt carries the broken rock, the muck, backward through the machine and out of the tunnel. While the cutter head is chewing through rock at the front, workers at the back of the machine are installing the tunnel lining. They're placing precast concrete segments around the walls of the tunnel. These curved concrete panels are bolted together to form a perfect ring. Ring by ring, the tunnel takes shape. The TBM pushes itself forward using massive hydraulic cylinders. It pushes against the concrete rings it just installed, and it moves forward again. Forward, cut, support, repeat. The whole process is essentially continuous. No stopping for explosions, no clearing fumes, no waiting. A modern TBM in hard rock can advance over 700 meters per week. That's almost half a mile, every single week. Compare that to drill and blast, which might advance just a few hundred feet in the same time. The difference is massive. One of the biggest TBM manufacturers in the USA is a company called Robbins. They've been building TBMs for decades. Their machines have been used in copper mines, platinum mines, coal mines, and gold mines across America. In fact, Robbins was the first company in the world to use a 30-foot diameter TBM in hard rock mining. 30 feet, that's wider than most houses are long. If you walk through an American underground mine in 2026, you'd be shocked because it doesn't look anything like what you see in old movies. Autonomous trucks. In many large mines, the haul trucks that carry broken rock underground are now fully autonomous. They drive themselves through the tunnels. No driver, no human. They're guided by sensors, LiDAR systems, and GPS-like positioning systems that work underground. They load themselves, drive to the designated dump point, unload, and return, all on their own. Smart helmets. Miners who do work underground in 2026 wear smart helmets equipped with sensors. These helmets monitor the miner's heart rate, breathing rate, and fatigue levels in real time. They track the miner's exact location underground using GPS equivalent technology. If something goes wrong, if a miner falls or is in a dangerous area, the system alerts the control room instantly. Alright, let's get to some facts that will genuinely surprise you. Fact number 1. TBMs are always given female names before they start digging. This is a tradition that comes from St. Barbara, the patron saint of miners. Before every major tunneling project, the machine is officially named in a ceremony. It's meant to bring good luck and protect the workers underground. Fact number 2. When a TBM bores through rock, the broken rock chips that come out are not wasted. In some projects, those rock fragments are processed and used to make shotcrete, the spray concrete used to line the tunnel walls. The tunnel literally helps build itself. Fact number 3. The cutter head discs on a TBM are made from tungsten carbide, one of the hardest materials on Earth. But even they wear out. In very hard rock, the disc cutters can wear down every few hours and must be replaced. Fact number 4. Ventilation accounts for up to 1/3 of an underground mine's total electricity consumption. 1/3. Moving air underground is that expensive. That's why smart ventilation systems that can reduce that cost by 30 to 40% are such a big deal for the industry. Fact number 5. In 1953, workers building a tunnel near Santa Barbara, California, were transported through a section of the tunnel immersed in water-filled mine cars because the underground temperature reached 117 degrees Fahrenheit. 117 degrees. Imagine showing up to work and riding to your workstation sitting in water. That's underground mining. Fact number 6. Modern AI-driven systems can predict rock failures before they happen. By analyzing data from sensors embedded in the rock, AI can detect microfractures forming. It essentially hears the rock cracking before it actually breaks, and it warns engineers in time to act. So the next time you see a gold ring, a copper wire in your wall, or a silver coin, think about what it took to get that metal. Someone designed a tunnel months in advance using a digital twin of the Earth. Underground mining tunnels in the USA are some of the most complex engineering projects on Earth. They combine brute force with incredible precision. They use cutting-edge AI alongside good old-fashioned steel and rock. And in 2026, they are going deeper, moving faster, and becoming safer than at any point in history. So here's a question to think about. Would you be brave enough to work thousands of feet underground surrounded by solid rock every single day? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video fascinating, hit that subscribe button, because next time we're going inside one of the most extreme factories in America and you will not want to miss it.